How's it going, guys? Matt back with you today. So we're going to work on some face-offs in this video. So I'm going to give you guys a couple simple face-off tips that hopefully you can use either yourself or you can take away and teach to your players, all right? So first things first, let's make sure we're getting up as close to that face-off dot as we possibly can, right? We got our little face-off markers, so we can't be all on top of the circle, but let's make sure that we're getting up there and we're cheating those things as much as we possibly can, right? Because there's no point taking that face-off from back here, okay? So if we're back here, we're trying to snap that thing back, we're not gonna be getting a whole lot of leverage onto our stick with our hands. We're not gonna create a whole lot of power, right? We're giving up way too much of the circle. So let's make sure that first tip, we're not giving up too much of the circle. That circle's ours. We wanna have as much ownership of that circle as we possibly can. So let's get those feet right up to those lines, over top of the circle. So my body and my head, I'm gonna be all up in that circle, okay? Bottom line, right? That guy lining up against me, I'm gonna be giving him a hard time. That's my goal, right? I want the puck, I want possession for my team, so I'm gonna be giving that opposing centerman as much trouble, as much problems as I possibly can. Okay, so we're getting into that circle, we're over top of it, my body's gonna lean in, my hips are gonna lean back, right? Making sure we're still in a good balanced position. There's no point being all the way on top of the circle where we're losing our balance, right? So let's make sure we're still in a good balanced position so we can create as much leverage as power as we possibly can. That's the point, right? We're getting that position, we're over top of the circle, my head's over top of the circle, I'm basically looking down at the middle of the dot, right? So I'm ready, I'm set up, what am I gonna do next? What's my next move? Where am I looking? Am I looking straight ahead? Am I looking all over the place? No, I'm not. I'm gonna look at that linesman's hands or that referee's hand so I can get as quick a jump as I possibly can on the puck. All right, so let's take a step back quickly before we get into that position, before we start crowding that dot. What am I gonna do as a centerman? What's my job? Well, my job is to make sure my team is lined up, everyone's in the right position, and everybody's ready to go before that puck drops, okay? So before I come in, what I usually do, I get my hands ready. I know if I'm going backhand, I'm gonna draw it back to the corner. My hands are gonna be set up, I'm gonna be in a good position. I'm already visualizing that draw. I'm looking around, I'm making sure my wingers are in the right place. I'm making sure I got my defenseman in the right place. And I'm making sure my goalie is also ready to go, okay? So if we're taking the draw here, I'm winning it back here. I'm probably gonna have a defenseman here. I'm gonna have a defenseman there. I'm gonna have a winger on the inside, winger on the outside, depending on what setup you're gonna run. I'm gonna tell my defenseman that puck's coming right there. I'm strongest on my backhand side. That's kind of my power side, right? And I'm gonna be ready to go. So we get that happening. We set up, right? We start having a quick little visualization. I'm thinking about what I gotta do to win this face-off, right? I'm pumping myself up a little bit, right? We come in, we're gonna get ourselves set, right? Make sure our hands are set now because things happen fast. As soon as that stick goes down, the play started, everything's gonna start happening. So before you get into that circle, let's make sure our hands are set. We're in a good athletic position. We come in, right? We're gonna be taking as much of that circle as we can, like I talked about. Bringing those feet as close to that thing as we possibly can. I know there's new rules in place, but still, we're gonna push the boundaries as much as possible to give ourselves a competitive edge, okay? So we're in there, we're ready. We're in that position. I'm looking at that linesman's hand. What's the last thing I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put my stick down, right? I'm always gonna try to have my stick down last if it's my turn to go down last, if I'm the home team, whatever it may be, right? That's the advantage you wanna have. So we're ready. We're looking at that linesman's hand. All right, I'm gonna get over that circle as much as I can, crowd him. If my head hits his head, so be it, right? I'm here to play, I'm here to win. I wanna let him know I'm ready to go, right? We're here, that circle's ours. Stick goes down, we're looking at his hand, and now we're ready to take that face off.